Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. So when you're watching this, fall is officially here. I've been in fall mood for like 3 weeks now, but fall is officially here, and I'm so excited. It's my favorite season, and so I put together my favorite fall palettes. This is not so much like telling you like recommendations, go out and buy. It's more sharing what I decided to put in my little palette display. I've seen a few YouTubers, you know, do their kind of like your shop my stash and switching things up for the season. That's what this is. And so it's fall, and I'm gonna show you what I pulled out. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all these palettes, but I know I can use them at least once in this fall before winter gets here. Some will be used more than others, but I have this palette. It goes up, you can't quite see, on my little shelf, and I packed it with palettes that I'm pulling out for fall. Outside of the new things that I acquire, I actually just ordered the Natasha Beverly Hills, the new palette, the new fall, the Roman, I don't know what it's called, but that one. So that's in the rotation. Still using the Tarte. I got the new palettes from that haul. So yeah, these will be in the rotation. There's not a set goal of using them all, but I had so much fun shopping my stash. So for me, also disclaimer, you can wear whatever you want any time of year. You can wear whatever you want. But I love warm tones. I love them regardless of the season. But I also like the deep and sultry. And so palettes that contain warmth, also earthy tones, browns and greens, and golds, metallics, colors of the leaves, colors of the forest. That's kind of where I go in the fall. That's where I go. And so I feel like these, and also browns and, like I said, rich browns and neutrals is what I like. And so that's kind of the themes of these palettes that I pulled out. And I'm ready. I'm ready to share with you. I won't stay too long on one specific one, but because there's quite a few to get through. But let's start with the one I'm wearing now, actually the most recent. Threw it in here. This is the Colourpop Smoking Hot palette. I'm wearing this one today. Straight warmth. Straight warmth, need I say more? Straight warmth. We love the quality. I'm not going to focus. All of these are great quality. I'm not going to put in a bad quality palette just because I like the tones. Straight warmth. Okay, straight warmth in this palette. You have a great gradient of depth, and you need a warm look with some hints of plum. Plum is a good, berry plum is good for fall as well, but we have the Smoking Hot by Colourpop. Okay. Alright, I did throw in the last year's Tarte Man Eater. I actually had this out, just has been on my vanity since I got the new one because I've been comparing and playing with both. I love this palette. I think it is a great, warm, toned fall. It has some depth in there with the black, the green. It's not that much depth. The other one has more depth, but beautiful neutral looks, beautiful warm fall tones in this one. All right, I guess we'll go big to small. I'm about to take y'all back. I'm about to take y'all back with some of that. Wait a minute. Here we go. I'm going to just go back to front in this little palette thing. All right, I'm going to take y'all back with some of them. Got to bring out the Beauty Bay Earthy palette. You got to bring that out. You guys, this is in, I did my top Beauty Bay palettes. Hold on, I'm grabbing something else. I did my top Beauty Bay palettes, and I had a hard time ranking this one in terms of where I wanted it to go. But this is absolutely stunning. Earthy right now. That's what it's giving. Look at all the green in here. The green with a smidge of warmth at the bottom. Oh my goodness. 42 shades in here, so you got a lot to work with. If you love green, you definitely should get this palette. Metallic greens, matte greens, satin greens, your deep, deep things. You could do a whole green, smoky, monochromatic look, and it is wonderful. And then those rich, leafy tones that complement. Okay. Bomb, bomb, bomb. All right, this one, taking you back a little bit, Lime Crime Venus XL. If you love burgundy, this is where the burgundy pinks, this is where, because you still get that in the fall. I pulled this out because I love these rich burgundy tones. I love those. I love those paired with orange, with peach, especially like a peachy gold on the lid and a burgundy outer. Oh, Lord. So we pulled out the Lime Crime Venus XL. I don't know if all these palettes are available. Like I said, this is just me, what I picked and what I liked. It's not me trying to curate it so you guys can grab them as well if they're still available. Sorry, this is me chatting about what I like. Okay, I pulled out Perfusion palettes. These were, well, I think they're still the $10 size palettes. I pulled out some Warmth in Confidence. I still have a thing about using the brushes that comes in palettes. I don't take them out. I probably should because I got a lot of brushes. But they're also dual-ended and I hate storing those. And like, I don't know, it's just very weird for me. It's an anxious thing where I don't like to remove the brush that comes with the palette because then the palette looks unfinished and then I can't store it. So I have a lot of brand new brushes even though I've had these palettes for years. Yeah, so this is Confidence. It was just a nice warm neutral palette here. Varying finishes. I also have Siennas. These are square pans. This is, look at it. I know, a lot of it might be repeat. Girl, those pretty much the same palette. No, Confidence has some green in it. Pulled that out for warm tones. Oh, I love warm tones. And then this one is giving a little bit more richness and depth. I pulled out the Chocolates. Look at the Chocolates palette. That gives fall. That gives a very earthy, if you like some more earthy tones, you're not big into the warm oranges and, you know, the bright oranges and pinks and burgundies. You can go with the greens and the more muted neutrals in this one. It's depending on the day, depending on how you feel. I told you I'm going to take you back. All right, we got some melt palettes. Let's talk about the melt palettes. I could not put them down. The Gemini 1 and Gemini 2. Okay. This is the Gemini. Right? Look at it. Look at the, also sidebar. Decor wise, just really quick. I've realized the name of how my office is. Dark Academia. So I am decorating. I might show you my office. Let me know if you want an office tour. Dark Academia, dark, moody tones. I love like vintage. I love vintage. Even in the makeup room, I love like vintage, old like roses and like apothecary. I can't really give you everything I'm trying to give with that style that I love. And this palette, the cover of this palette just reminds me of that. I don't know. Anyway, Gemini. Look at the earth tones in here, the greens, the browns. We have a beautiful rose gold in here. So absolutely, all right, that's in the category. In the Gemini 2, oh my God, look at it. Look at it. You can get, these go really deep on the eyes. They get really rich, really rich. Friends. Let me get a white, friends. Like I said, I won't spend, we got quite a few to go. I won't spend too much time. All right, and then I pulled out the 420 from Melt because I'm into their greens. This one is not as fall, but the greens, the greens down here are gonna do work. As well as those beautiful tones there, but they're going to do work. And then, okay, the queen of the warm, well, the queen of, I think, the melt palettes right now, in terms of just how popular it was the Rust palette. Beautiful tones as well. Beautiful. It's giving fall. It's giving warmth. So we have those melt palettes. And I'm taking you back with this one. I'm taking you back. They need to bring this back. Urban Decay Born to Run. I talked about this in like top palettes of all time. Top fall palettes, top neutral palettes with a pop of color. This palette gives you everything you need. Oh, I love this palette. I really enjoy it. It gives you all the tones you need to make a beautiful fall look with a couple pops of color. You have the warmth. You have cool tones. You have some green, teal, blue. Oh my gosh, plum in here. I love this palette. Oh, so much. I love it so much. Okay. All right. We got Natasha Denona next. I pulled out 4 of hers. Like, I got a lot of palettes I pulled out. They all fit in here, though. Okay. So, we got the Metropolis. This kind of reminds me of the Born to Run as well. But this is the Metropolis. I'm going to be repeating the same reasons why I like these palettes. They're all fall themed for me. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I got to dip up in here. Beautiful. The Sunset palette. Do I have to say anything? Do I got to say? Do you get it? Okay. Pull that one out. All right. And then I pulled out the Bronze palette. This, I have a few in here that are just browns and like neutral, rich neutrals that I like. So, just so you know. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Okay. Is my light coming on? Oh, looks like it's hanging down. Anyway, I get distracted. Sunrise. The Natasha Denona Sunrise. This is probably the brightest, like, this can overlap with summer. There's a good transition from summer to fall in here. One of the brighter ones I put in the collection. In the fall, but. Alrighty. Stay with me. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do these. Okay. All right. I picked up a couple Juvia's Place, the small 6-pan palettes. These are really easy if you want a quick look. And we have this beautiful one. This is the Bronze Rustic. Come on. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then I pulled out the chocolates because this is giving me my rich browns. Look at those with that richness. That's giving beautiful. Okay. I know people hated these palettes. I love them. These are the Jaclyn Hill, the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill, I think the 2nd collab or the 3rd she came up with the 4 skinny ones. I love all 4 of them. But these 2 are the fall ones I wanted to grab. And so this one is, what's it called? Ring the Alarm. Okay. I love this palette. It is. I didn't grab her neutral one, the one that she just came out with, the neutrals. I love that one too. That's a bomb neutral. I might sneak it in. I might sneak it in this container if I can fit it in. But I love that palette as well. So we have the warmth here. Getting a little richer. And then this is pretty unique. Is the Armed and Dangerous. Because it has this beautiful, it's giving camo colors. And I like that. I do. Fall. It's giving earth, it's giving leaves. We like that as well. Boom, 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 boom. Now all the other palettes are Colourpop. I showed the big Colourpop, but all the other palettes are Colourpop because I went through all of my Colourpop baskets. I have a lot of Colourpop palettes. And I was like, I'm going to bring some things back out because they need love. First one is probably the newest out of, the newest out of this group, Not a Box of Chocolates. I had to pry this from my hands to put it in the collection. It was just perfect neutrals, perfect browns for me. You get the depth. You get a beautiful, beautiful palette here. Not boring at all. Not boring at all. And then the other neutral one, we got the Set in Stone palette. I love that all these are like different shapes. Beautiful neutrals. Kind of very similar. Very similar. Do I need both in here? I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay. Let's pull out, I'm gonna save that one for last. We have the Ornate. I forgot which collection this was from. Packaging is beautiful. Really forgot which collection it was from. I thought this was a beautiful, nice little cute fall palette. Clearly I didn't get enough love from me. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love palettes. This has a little brightness too. Like the Natasha Denona Sunset. This has a little bit of brightness. It's not exactly screaming fall. It's giving more spring. But I opened it up and I just couldn't put it down. So I added it to, this is the Cabana Club. You guys remember this one? It's not really giving fall. But I just, I had to put it in here. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so fun. So we have some depth in there. So I do what I want though. Okay. This next one is probably one of my favorite color schemes when it comes to like their limited edition palettes, or if not the, you know, Hocus Pocus. This Hocus Pocus, the first collab, I believe, what is it called? Gather Round Sisters palette. I have to say it. I've never seen Hocus Pocus. I still say it. And you know, I was talking about in my other video, like that not like other girls vibes. And like when people make things their identity of like not liking something and not going with the crowd. This one's kind of funny. Like I'm almost leaning to like never watching it because like I've never done a lot of things in my life or never seen a lot of things in my life, and Hocus Pocus is the one that I get the most shocking reaction. You seem like you would love that movie. I probably would. I don't know why. I've never been curious to watch it on my own. If it's on TV, I just change the channel. I don't know. So it's been kind of fun, it being my identity, to see how long I can go without ever seeing this movie. So I don't know. Anyway, I think I probably would like it. I like whimsical things like that. But anyway, Hocus Pocus. Look at these tones. This is a beautiful palette, okay? You get that one at the, yeah. I thought that was a pressed glitter. It's not. Look at this. So beautiful. Not too dark, but definitely not too light. Deep enough where you're gonna get some richness in here, and the metallics are beautiful. I love this palette. I do. And then finally, I had to put it in. I labeled it like the best warm palette of all time. They did it right. I still believe that. I have a lot of other warm palette favorites. You know, in the grand scheme of my collection, it might be boring, but it was the first palette Colourpop ever put out. I love it. I love it. I love it. I probably should find a backup or something on eBay or something. I love this palette. I had to clean it. I wore it out so much. I had to clean it off. And it's a warm palette and it's perfect. This is the Yes Please palette from Colourpop. It's nothing too extraordinary. It's nothing that's going to have you screaming home. But I love this palette so much. The shades I've almost hit pan. And I don't hit pan on eyeshadows because I use so many different ones. I love it. These three can kind of live in my crease. Brow highlight, lid, that depth, that brown, I worked that out. I don't know why. I've talked about it in so many videos. It is my favorite warm palette. It still is. I have plenty that I love for other reasons that are in the top and like in a list of all my favorites. But like if I had to pick one to keep, this is still, yeah, so. Yeah. So those are my fall palettes that I have in my palette box that I will be rotating in and out when I do my makeup. What was your favorite? What do you have that you need to pull out that I remind you of anything? What have you been loving? What palettes you've been using? Let me know. Let's start the conversation. I love you all. And I will talk to you guys in the next. I'll try to link some of them, link the company's websites. That's what I'll do because I know a lot of these aren't available. So I'll just link the brand sites if you like to see what is like their palettes, see what's available. But anyway. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.